What's going on, guys? Loptimize here. Welcome back to the channel, bringing you some Clash of Clans content. This is our war that just ended maybe an hour or two ago. It was Firefly Storm taking on Deadly Demise. It was a close one. The score was tied at 27-27, but our percentage-wise, we actually came away with the victory. It was a close one. They actually had a pretty good strategy of bringing in 3 Town Hall 10s with an engineered 9, hoping to take out most of our bases. In fact, if you come down here to the bottom, it even flat out says filler for bases that they bring into war just to make their matchups a little easier. So it was kind of a good war. Started off not too well in our favor, but then we closed it out pretty nicely with a very nice defense, and we will get to that later. So for the first attack, I want to show you guys. It was coming down to number 7. Westchester took on their engineered Town Hall 9. Westchester, I believe, is a Town Hall 7. So he took this on. Luckily for us, they had 2 baby drags in their CC. So it was not enraged. Made it very nice for us to come in and take it out. I talked to him after this attack. He thought the drag was going to lure the balloon, but it obviously didn't. Live and learn. You know what I mean? So he's coming in with a drag attack with wizards, just taking out this attack right now. The problem he ran into is that these Teslas are maxed out for Town Hall 9, plus the Queen did some damage to it. He kind of struggled with this attack. He could have been a little better. Luckily, he made a good funnel for the Valk and Wiz to come in to tear up the core, and leaving no air defense left, so the last drag can for sure come away with a victory. Almost actually ran out of time. I was watching this attack live, and I didn't know if he was going to make it all the way. But he comes away with a 3-star victory. Good job, Westchester. Moving on to our next attack, we have myself taking on their number 1 guy. I do something on this attack I normally don't do, which is a mass miner attack. This war, I totally changed things up. I went completely against my Govaho, and which is normally what I do, and I went with a mass miner for this one, especially with a single targeting Inferno. So I lure out the CC, bring him down over here. Now, on the last video, I kind of touched on how big it is to take out the CC troops on the side you're going to penetrate. And I didn't do it on the video I mentioned it, but this one I do, just to make sure you get extra value out of your wizards or whatever you're using to kill the CC. So he actually goes down right now with the poison. I put the archer down to help with the funnel. I probably could have done a wizard, and immediately after putting down the archer, I was thinking, why did I do that? Just for time purposes. Let's go to ×2. Put some giants in to defend. And in they go. Wizards, bowlers, and in come the miners with the royals. Drop a heal, followed by a rage. At this point, I probably could have saved the rage until we got into the core a little bit better. I got a little antsy. Like I said, I don't typically use miners for anything. Wanted to try something new with the single targeting Infernos. I don't have the best of luck when it comes to air. I probably should have air rated it with balloons, but like I said, I typically struggle with my Laloon attacks. So I came in with the miners, got the 2-star. I'll take it. A lot of the times when I'm having to take on the 1 and 2 guys, like I mentioned in the previous video, and it kind of forces my hand to go for 2 stars opposed to the 3 stars. So going on to the next attack, actually I believe it was Stealth took on number 3, and it was a 2-star. I tried to go in for the 3, didn't quite get it, but now I'm going to go all drags. Another attack I don't normally do. This is brand new to me this week. So obviously bringing in the extra quakes, those could have been poisons or those could have been haste. Still trying to figure out how exactly to do it. Worked out okay with the 2-star. So I lure out the CC troops. Um, going to times 2. One of the things that I watched this a couple times, and I realized I was so quick to pop this queen's ability. I don't think it would have gone down. I did it just to make sure I got the ability off. I don't think I should have, though. So in comes the kill squad, balloons. Time to just destroy this core. Drags and loons are just ripping things apart. I'm going to have the drag come in and take on this town hall. Give me my 2nd star. There it is. I wish I would have brought some hogs in. Maybe take out one of the drags and bring in 4 hogs or maybe something along those lines. Because I feel like if I would have done that right when my drags reached the core and have the hogs come in right at the top by this archer tower, I think I would have gotten the 3-star. Most of the time I stick with my Govaho and it does me really well. When I try to do different stuff, my timing is really off and some of the troop specifications that I like needs to be worked with. But I do get the 86% 2-star. I will take that any day of the week. Now, moving on to our attack of the day by Drayden. Coming in, it's our number 3, hitting their number 2, Evan. Evan's offense was fantastic this war, by the way, and we'll get to that in a minute. I got to give a huge shout out to Evan, but a bigger shout out to Dre coming in clutch this war. This attack right here was actually to give us the lead. So coming in with the funnel, with the Royals and the Golem, he's trying to get the Expo, the lure the CC, gets the air defense, and it just works to perfection. Once his queen comes right on in, there it is. Now the CC troops are about to go down. The air defense is down. He's going to get the Expo. He's being targeted by the multi-target Inferno. It does not matter. In comes the loons, the typical Law Loon attack. Coming in with a double freeze. Just destroys his core. Just look at all these balloons right here, guys. That is just decimation of this base. The Wizard Tower is trying to do something, but null avail. Last air defense goes down. Still has a Lava Hound up, and all these balloons are still in effect. I mean, it just destroys everything. Minions coming in for the cleanup already. Just times 2 this, because you know what happens. It's just when you don't have any multi-targeting defenses, the air defense is down. It's just game over for Evan. So great attack by Dre to seal us the victory on this one. They still had one attack left by their number 1 guy, Detroit Playa. He comes in to hit our number 3 Drayden, who was already 2-starred, as you can see by Evan. Comes in to go for the 3-star, and this is our shake my head fail of the day by him. Comes in with trying to lure CC troops, gets a couple of them, and in comes the queen. Doesn't even get the queen ability off. Just all bad for Detroit Playa. Tries to come in with the La Loon attack at the 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock location. In comes all those balloons, and it looks to be really good from the start. I'm not going to deny that. He destroys that front half of the base. But the problem is that all the hounds are down. All those single targeting defenses are ripping him apart. Multi-targeting defenses. The queen never goes down, and that was a huge savior for Dre. The pups are trying to go in for cleanup, times 4 this. And it started off fantastic. I think he was either going to get a 1-star or a 3-star on this attack. Luckily, in our favor, it was a 1-star. And we came away with a victory on our part, not having them get any more stars. A very, very close runner-up to the Shake My Head fail of the day came earlier, way earlier in the war. So as you can see, we have Evan takes out Drayden on a 2-star like we saw just now. But moving up a little bit, Dre was also hit by their number 3, Joe. And this attack is... ugh. just ugh. First of all, he uses Quakes. If anyone has ever spent any time and talked to me, I am not a fan of Quakes. You use 4 spell slots to take that out, and if you would have just used a jump, you would have done the exact same thing, still having an additional spell. I am not about those Quakes. The only time I'll ever use a Quake is on air attacks when I'm trying to take out those air defenses, but other than that, do not use Quakes, guys. So he comes in with a go wipe with some Valks. It was kind of confusing on what his attempt was, but he's just pretty much trying to rush that CC. Doesn't get there. I mean, the whole point of this attack was to get to the CC, and he just does not get there. And so it's kind of it's just funny to me that he spent all that to do it and just doesn't. So then you think, okay, well, he's got the golem, he's got the queen, he can still get there, right? No, wrong. I don't know if you saw earlier or not, but the whole army kind of splits. He had P.E.K.K.A.s go around the left. There's one right there. He had a P.E.K.K.A go around to the right. The whole army splits, so he doesn't funnel. Only reason that this isn't my fail of the day is because when their number 1 hit our number 3, it was for the win, and he doesn't come away. Neither one of these attacks were very good at all. So showing some attacks, I told you that they are good on offense. This is Evan taking me on, and he destroys my base. Doesn't come away with a 3-star, but this is one of the few times that I actually get 2-starred and don't get the 3rd star on me. Very rarely do I ever get actually 2-starred. So he lures out the CC troops with the poison. Just trying to lure them out all the way. There's a second poison. Archer just trying to keep them in the circle. Speed this up a little bit. Times 4 until the main attack. Okay, on to the main attack. He comes with the golems. A couple bowlers on each side going for the funnel. Doing exactly what you do against these ring bases. You cause the funnel, enter the Valks on the core. Typically, it's game over if you're going to go the ground attack on that point. I got really lucky on this attack. Go this at times 2. Bowlers are doing work on the perimeter. The Royals are in. Testing to see if he can get in with those Valks. He can get in. In comes about 8 or 9 Valks. I don't like that heal spell on the core because of my Inferno Towers. It nullifies the effect of a heal, so you're wasting a spell. If you would have put the heal over here by his queen, think it would have been more beneficial for him on that point. Doesn't do it. I think that might have been my saving grace, to be honest. But it comes away, just destroys my base, gets a 2-star, and it was game over for me. So good job to Evan. You destroyed our bases. And then one last attack I'm going to show you is the replay that Evan does in the beginning of the war against Dre. Kind of some core features of this war were those 2 guys right there. So he's going to come in with a queen walk. Go to the times 2 because this takes a long time typically. Trying to lure CC troops, doesn't quite get there. Queen walk has to use a rage. Okay, in comes a hog for the CC lure. Poison spell. Double poison spell. Takes out the CC troops pretty easily. Now he's going to come in with the golem and the wizards. He's going for a Valk attack from the about 3:30, 4 o'clock point. Valks enter the core, just rips apart this core. And I like to point out at this moment in time that Dre actually does not even have Inferno Towers whatsoever. So it's very beneficial for Evan to come in with a bunch of heal because he knows he can have it for all day long. Valkyries rip apart this core. Just destroys everything. The queen's actually still up from that queen walk, but now it goes down. Comes away with a pretty solid 2-star. So like I said in the very beginning, it was a 27-27 tie. Firefly Storm takes out Deadly Demise. If you made it this far into the video, please smack that like button, and if you're new, please subscribe. Thanks for watching the video. Peace.